hands.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. And his guys also 2-0, so this is a good test for both teams here early in the season. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? You got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that can come back and bite him in another ball game.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Taken down at the 41. Here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines, encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 12 carries, 55 yards. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 7 yards to go. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Rams first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Rams first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to the tight end, Kobe Parkinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now an injury timeout, and that is Devontae Adams, who is in some discomfort following that play. Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Now Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there, just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8. That's another Rams first down. They go back to the ground with Williams.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant to Brown.
We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Hurts will throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. It's the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Finding Williams once more, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, let's go. Trip.
Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Barkley again. Not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Now, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now it's Stafford. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Stafford. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is Brandon Cooks. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Bills are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. This one is now at halftime with the Titans have been sharp so far. They lead 20-3 at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's the new signee from Dallas, Rico Dowdle. His first touchdown in a Carolina uniform. The Panthers, looking for their second win after an opening week loss, they're up at halftime. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
down ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Nice little juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Stafford now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Stafford. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
No touch that. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll call that a 49-yard punt with just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for Rams. 1st down.
Back to throw. Stafford. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 17.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Puka Nakua, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Eagles 1st down.
No touch that.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Hurts. Smith catches left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Very set.
1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
No touch that. No touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard
No
boot.
touch that. No touch.
Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
That's another Eagles
Great.
first down.
No touch.
1st and
They'll
10
drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Great.
Now back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Here's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Great.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And 3 at the Rams 5-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. L.A. readies for its next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. It's now 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Stafford and the Rams
Down 24-14. 2:11 to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A gain of 15.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the 50, Stafford. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
That is caught. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
12 yards. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now it's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd down and 3. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard.
Stafford.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
3 yards to go.
Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
Now Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Colby Parkinson.
27 yards. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They had
to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it in.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run, maybe his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So now it's the Rams' turn. Trailing in this one now. 35 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on first down.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on first down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Stafford now to throw. And that's caught. It's 2-2 Roundup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete there in the Nakua.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
250.
To the air again, Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And